This is part of our series on the 9 personality styles of the Enneagram. We're going to talk about Enneagram Type 1 in this video. If you are a Type 1, you might learn some things about yourself. You might learn how other people perceive you and understand some ways to be more effective in the things that you do. If you work with somebody who's a Type 1, you'll have some insights into them and how better to interact with them, be more effective in your communication and manage conflict better, and so on. The 1 is what we call striving to feel perfect. This is a personality style that is focused on doing things right. They tend to be clear, logical, models of decorum. They want to focus on appropriate behavior. They tend to focus on rules and processes and procedures. But when they overdo their striving to feel perfect, they can be critical, judgmental of other people and of themselves. They can be kind of rigid at times. They might fear that if they have too much fun, they're going to become irresponsible, so they can become a little bit stiff when they're under stress and a little too held back. One of the chief assets of the 1 is precision. They're really great at understanding how to make things even better. Okay? They're good at understanding what's wrong with things and ways to improve them. They approach the world in a way that's clear. They have ability to make clear decisions, to be logical, and to know what's the appropriate behavior in a given situation. What they like in others is competence, high quality, adherence to principles and procedures. And there are things that they dislike in other people. Too much emotionality, illogical behavior, or breaking the rules or not following processes. How they frustrate others. If you're a 1, it's good to know that sometimes people might see you as too perfectionistic. They can see you as too pessimistic at times, or overly rigid, or too judgmental, okay, when you're not at your best. They have a particular approach to problem solving, and that approach is we need to be more logical about this and do the right thing. So that's the attitude that they bring to a situation. They have a particular belief about work. Things will work best if we follow the rules. So sometimes 1s can be stuck in not being creative enough. Okay? How do others see 1s, or how do other people see 1s? They see them as rational, proper, conscientious, disciplined, discerning, but sometimes rigid, critical, humorless, or remote. They get into trouble, 1s do, when they tell themselves, I know how things should be. I can improve myself, I can improve other people, I can improve the environment if everybody just follows the rules that I set. 1s have a particular leadership style. We call that the administrator. There's a high side to that leadership style, which is they create order and clarity. They institute and enforce needed rules and procedures. The low side of the administrator style, however, is that they can be rigid, they can be a little inflexible at times, they can be remote and uninspiring when they're not at best. They can focus on what's wrong versus what is right. Okay? They shine when they get to set and follow procedures, when they can put everything in a structure that it should be. They really feel good, they're really at their best in those situations. They have a communication style that's very noticeable. They tend to be deliberate, unemotional, and fact-based. They distrust hype and attempts to sell to them. So if you're interacting with a 1, don't overblow things. Don't try to sell things by focusing too much on the hype. And they expect facts to be accurate. They expect people to be prepared and to have all the details they need for the interaction. So hopefully if you're a Type 1, there's some things that you've seen about yourself here, things to be aware of when you interact with other people. And if you work with a Type 1, these are things that you can be more aware of in those other people and become a little more sensitive in the way that you interact with them. Okay? For more about this, you can look into our Personalities at Work program at awareness2action.com or contact us at info@awareness2action.com.